Hi my beauties. Okay, so ready for part 3? Great. So the first part we covered the difference in by using different brushes and how the foundation looks. In the second part we covered contouring and highlighting, which I hope you went home and tested it out, and I hope you commented to tell me what exactly you had questions with so that I can help you. Now in this part I promise that I'm going to be doing blushes, highlighters, a little bit more like already color, right? Because we want to put a little color to the face so it doesn't look so blah. Okay, so I'm going to be using a few products. I'm going to be using a pressed blush. I'm going to use a loose brush so you could see the difference, and then I'm going to go in with a bronzer, which I love. I think the bronzers are so great. So I love using bronzers, and of course a little bit more light to the face, and then in the next part we're going to finish it off with the eyes and the lips. So here we go. So I'm going to show you the difference between the loose powder blush and the pressed one. Okay, so for this I love using my 4-in-1 brush, the dark side. Now you just dab it in. Remember, this is a very pigmented color, so it warms up on your face and then it will show you really the strong color. So what I'm gonna, remember we contoured this part, so this is where I'm gonna be putting the blush. So you're gonna smile like this just to kind of show the apples of your cheeks. You see the pigment? It's super strong. I actually happen to like a little bit strong pigment, but so what I'm doing is kind of like just like that, you know, like a waves. And then what I like to do is kind of bring it into the hairline, because I don't like it to be like just this one area. So okay, so that's the crushed blush, and then I'm going to use my color changing sponge, go like this, get rid of the color so that it's clean, and I'm going to use color flush because this one is a little bit more, I guess I would say, neutral. Okay, to give you a little bit of a difference. I also like to go into the hairline in here. Done. Okay, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a bronzer. Now what a bronzer does is it gives you some I would say like a sun-kissed look, if you like it. I think it's really great, and it gives you like a little bit of a definition. So I love using the 4-in-1 brush. You can also use the chubby blender, the one that we've contoured with, because it's like thin, so you can actually apply it if you want to go into different areas. But most of the time this is the one I use. So I'm gonna remove the other 3 brushes out of it. The color that I'm gonna use is Endless Summer. It is pressed, so I'm just going to go in it. So what you want to do is you just kind of go over the contour, because with all of the makeup you may lose that contour a little bit, because I don't make it too strong. You guys can, of course, but I start at the hairline and I work my way down, but in an upward motion. This is what I like to do. So you're kind of, you see what you're doing, and then you see that definition, you're defining it. And of course I love going into my hairline, because you guys, I blend with the wall, so I can use some color. Okay, I really can use some color, so I don't mind. Now this is not what I do every day. You guys know what I do every day. I use 4 products, call it a day. If you guys want to check out my 5-minute makeup videos, they are in here, so you can find them below. But that's what I normally do. This is what I do when I go out. Do the same thing here. I'm literally going over the contour line. That's all I'm doing. And then gonna go inside the hairline, because I don't want to have like this white scalp, you see that? And then there's just gonna be like this makeup line. That's just wrong. I mean, if you like that look, go for it, but this isn't what I like, so I'm not doing it. I like to blend this in because you want your scalp to kind of blend with the rest of the edges. Okay, so as you can see, like so much coming in, a lot of definition. I like to do the exact same thing, like pinch the brush, right? It's wide, you pinch it, and then you take a little bit and just go over that contour on the nose if you need a little bit more definition. Just showing you like a technique. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do any of these steps, you guys. You can choose the step that you like. For example, if you just want to contour your nose, then just contour your nose. Then just do that, you know. If you want to get rid of the double chins, then do that. It's really not a big deal. And then I just blend it down a little bit. Beautiful. You see how much definition we brought to the face? Okay, and then you have a choice. Now, you can use this type of a highlighter. This one is a cheek tint, so I'm gonna put it right on top here. Look at this. It's like glowy, and I'm just gonna take a finger and go, you see, like on the edges, just gonna like blend it out on the edges, because I don't like to have like very strict lines. You see that? Versus this, you have that highlight. You can do the same thing in the front, but I don't really do that. I think that this is enough for me. But on the other hand, on the other side, I want to show you a different highlight. This one is a Luminessence, okay? And I'm gonna grab, I think, the dual fiber. I like this one. So you're just gonna go in here. You see the difference between this is cream, this is powder. Look at the difference, but they're both glowing. Now this one I would put on my nose, just like a little bit over here. I don't want to be blinding. Also, if you want, you can put a little bit over here. I'm not going to, because I think that's enough glowing on my nose area, but you're welcome to do it. And I will link all the products down below, so don't worry if you missed the product. It's all going to be down there, right here. Okay, so this is the blush, the bronzer, and like a highlight. I hope that you guys learned something. If you already knew this isn't new, and you want to share a technique with me, I would be more than happy to, you know, read it, use it, and maybe make a video out of it, and definitely shout you out for sending it to me. I would really appreciate it. So stay tuned for the next one, where we're going to be doing our eyes and lips.